Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for sharing your time with us today and attending this Campus to Career. My name is Amy, and I'm one of the programming assistants at the Zone. So I'll be here in the chat if you have any questions about the Zone or if you have any questions for Ringo, our presenter, I can go ahead and let him know. Um, but yeah, today's presentation will be on making the most of your summer, and it will be presented by Ringo, who is a career peer educator. So Ringo, you can go ahead and take it away.
Yeah, let me go ahead and can everyone hear me all right? Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and share my screen. Okay. Um, so let's see. Hello everyone. Thank you for coming to the Making the Most of Your Summer workshop presented to you by the Career Services Center and the Zone. And just for a quick introduction, my name is Ringo and I'm a pre-health career peer educator at the Career Center. And if you have questions throughout the presentation, feel free to ask in the chat and then I'll try to answer accordingly. But if I'm kind of just going a little fast, then I might also answer your question towards the end. But I'll try my best to answer on the spot as we go. So one question you may have is that, is it too late to plan for summer? The answer is definitely no. It's never too late. And just by attending this workshop, you're already initiating your plan for the summer. And I know many of you are experiencing greater pressures than normal during this challenging time. And you might even find it more difficult to attend to your regular tasks. I know I certainly find it harder to sit through Zoom lectures all day while trying to maintain 100% focus. So make sure to take a break, take a breather from time to time, and be patient with yourself as well as those around you. At the moment, it may be easy to feel alone, but know that there are others in the same situation. And also, there are always ways to adapt. Um, there is a link with coping with stress. UCSD has this website that helps you practice good mental health strategies. I'll link that to the event page later on. It seems like if I just click it right now, it'll probably take me out of the presentation. So this workshop was originally supposed to focus on summer internship and research opportunities. However, with the ways that things are during um, right now due to COVID-19, many internships as well as in-person events were unfortunately canceled. I myself couldn't escape this fate as well. Both of the internships I received acceptances for were canceled, and my entire summer plan changed. But there are alternatives, several actually. So you can either take summer courses and classes, start a personal project, learn and obtain new skills, spend some time and do some self-reflection, connect with others through virtual networking. This also leads to some career preparations. These are just some of the things you can ponder with, and there are definitely many more considerable alternatives as well. Yeah, so jumping into jobs and opportunities, if you want to at this time make some money, you want to gain some experience, or just add to your resume, there's different portals that you can use. But so the first one is Handshake. You might have heard or used this before. This is just a portal where you can make a profile to explore all available opportunities. I actually found this job through Handshake, so it's definitely user friendly. You just have to play around with it a little while. Your profile should reflect your relevant experiences and future career goals. And there's many new events posted every day. And then we have our career fairs and employer fairs on there as well, so that you can for you to check out. And then next we have the Real Portal. This one enables UCSD students to access research and internship opportunities. So I was able to, so one of the research internship that I applied to was through Real Portal. So definitely, if it's something that you're considering, I would recommend checking out this portal. They have updates every week, and you definitely want to apply earlier on as those opportunities are first available. And they do include UC exclusive programs like UCDC. If you haven't heard of UCDC, I personally haven't done it, or but I have had coworkers who basically spent a summer at DC interning for a local company. And then we also have Going Global. It's accessible via Handshake. So you can go on Handshake, and it's one of the portals that you can access through there. You basically sign up for an account with your UCSD email, and they have infos on resume and cover letter, like templates and a variable of um, formats that you can use to build your own. And specifically for international students, they also offer an H-1B visa application research. So there's positions that are also applicable to international students. And there are also other portals such as Indeed, Way Up, or even just Google that can direct you to internships or jobs in various fields. So for those, they have a wide variety of opportunities since it's geared toward the general public and not just UCSD students. But for the most part, I feel like if you're looking for an on-campus position, even during the summer for it being remote, if you want to work for I guess, a UCSD as your employer, you can find opportunities through Handshake. Okay, and then moving on to volunteering and networking. So we have Volunteer Match. This portal offers like valuable experience for a good cause, especially during right now with COVID going on. There's many opportunities that you can get into in terms of volunteering. I know there's like Meals on Wheels, and then many others that I can't think of from the top of my head, but you can create new connections and join communities, even like local communities wherever you are currently staying at. And mainly they have like just different opportunities in different fields, depending on which part of the community you want to service, or which underrepresented population you want to serve. And and then going in with LinkedIn, it's more of a networking platform, but they also have many job opportunities as well. I right now with remote learning, you might find yourself being in your room a lot, just waiting for classes, or just finding things to do. Well, one thing you can do is update and polish up your LinkedIn profile. I recently just did that. Just trying to keep everything up to date. So definitely, if you haven't, create a profile and fill out as much sections as you can and connect with different other people. So these can be alumni, even your professors. I know I connected with some of my professors, and maybe you are looking to connect with people that are currently working in the field that you want to go into potentially in the future. And especially if they're UCSD alumni, then you can talk to them about how they got to where they are. So let's see, there are two questions in the chat. So Isidora said, is it possible to share the PowerPoint slides with us after? Yes, I will share the link in the event page afterwards. And then, yeah, Amy said that she'll be uploading the recording. So, okay. And then next is Tridents Connect. I believe this is fairly new. I got an email about it and I checked it out. It's pretty cool. So it's kind of like LinkedIn, but I guess for UCSD specifically. And it's really about that alumni network, alumni advisor network, where career explorations come in. So they have you. This is a platform to allow you to have career conversations with alumni. So I personally met with, I don't know if any of you guys have heard of, but there was this event called or program called Take a Trident to Work, and I was connected with two alumni, and although they weren't in the exact field that I was personally going into, I did learn a bit more about what their job entails and how they got to where they are, and what are some of the things that they had to do in order to get into that field. So you can do that through, like I said, career conversations, but you definitely want to have an informational interview. So this is where you contact alumni or even professionals of the field of your interest and send them a professional email to meet via Zoom or a phone call. And this is where you kind of just ask them anything related to their job that you want to find out more about, how they got there, or like what is their day-to-day work work like, and what made them choose that career. Maybe it's the same reason that you want to go into that field, maybe not, but just to give you more like a better perspective of what to expect as you progress onto that field. And also there are recruiters seeking out, like there might be alumni working for companies who's recruiting, and what better way to get recruited than from someone who can say that, well, this student goes to UCSD, then with their major, with classes, with the curricular that they have, um, maybe they can recommend you that way. Okay, next, and here's just a quick reminder for everyone to check out and register for the upcoming virtual career fairs. So the UC system has joined together to connect students with leading local, national, and international employers in a live setting at a time where in-person career fairs are not possible. So these will be live, but just not in person. So you can register and join wherever you are located currently. Definitely don't miss this opportunity to engage with employers in a group and private chat about internship, part-time, or even full-time positions. So the one geared towards STEM majors will be on May 26th, while the one the day after on the 27th is open to all majors, and they both will be from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I don't know if any of you guys have been to career fairs that have been hosted for the past several quarters, but you know that usually they are super packed, they're busy, and sometimes it's even hard to get into. People wake up early and they're in their professional wear attire and they wait. But now you get to join in wherever you are at home. You can just put on, I don't know, you can just dress professionally on the top up, and you might be able to just have pajama bottoms but still be able to access this career fair. So definitely register and keep those dates in mind. And then we'll jump into, all right, so, well, you may ask, what can I do during the meantime, right? Like um, applying to positions doesn't mean you're going to get into it right away, or it doesn't mean you're going to start. Some you might interview now, but they might start the position in fall quarter. So what can you do meanwhile? Well, there are many options in terms of summer courses. So you have UCSD Summer Session 1 and 2. So Summer Session 1 is from June 29th to August 1st, and Summer Session 2 is from August 3rd to September 5th. And as you've heard, for the next academic school year, they are trying to shorten winter break while extending the summer. So I think summer is gonna go all the way until like the end of September, and I don't think we're gonna be back for fall quarter until maybe like after October starts. So you kind of have a long summer, and if you feel like you'll get bored somehow during these long months, definitely why not check out whether or not you want to take summer courses. And it doesn't just have to be at UCSD. You can also choose to take classes at community colleges. And normally students are restricted to their local community colleges, depending on where they spend their summer. However, with many community colleges offering courses online as well, you can actually take classes from CCs even if they're not close by. I know I have a coworker who's who is currently working here at San Diego, but she's going to be taking a class from CC in Santa Clarita, and it totally works out just because classes are online either way. Although you should always use Assist to check whether or not the course you have in mind will transfer over to UCSD in terms of units, right? You want to make sure the class that you're taking for you're actually getting units for it, and it actually does satisfy some type of requirement. Doesn't matter if it's mm, major, GE, or for grad school purposes. Or if you just want to take a class for fun, that's totally fine too. Then maybe that you don't have to worry about that. But if you are looking to have it be a to satisfy a requirement, make sure to check that it transfers over. And aside from community colleges, there are also specific university summer programs. So, for example, UCSD has UCSD Extension, where you can take a bunch of different courses. I know, um, I know for certain pre-health students, they need a anatomy course, which is not normally offered during the school year. But it is a course that you can take through UCSD Extension, and I do believe they have a type of scholarship going on right now. If you just apply to it, I believe it's $500. Yeah, I think it's $500 that you can apply to use it for a UCSD extension course. And last but not least, there are other institutional programs. For example, the Keck Graduate Institute have various summer programs for undergraduates, and I definitely recommend checking them out. They rejected everyone this year. Um, oh, I see. That's unfortunate. Um, okay. Well, there's Keck Graduate Institute. Last time I saw, they have a free course on, I believe it's bioengineering or biotech. It's like a 2-week course, online, entirely online, and usually it's a program that people pay fees for, or like they charge for. But uh, this summer you can apply to take it for free, and it's sometime in the June. I can't remember, but definitely check it out. They have lots of different summer programs. Not all of them are free, but they are. I think the pricing is like definitely reasonable if it's something that you're interested in. Um, and then these are just if you want to take a screenshot, if you want to come back later and play the recordings up to this point. But there are definitely massive open online courses. Many of them are free, including the ones that are on here, where you can take courses or just a certification program to gain new skills and certifications to add to your resume. And many are self-paced. It's not where you are required to attend like a discussion every Tuesday or Thursday, or just go to class. Yeah, where like attendance is mandatory or something. No, these are like many are self-paced, so you can kind of go at your own pace. You can start it. You can do a lot in one day, or maybe just spend the day not worrying about it and just continue where you left off the next day. Solely depending on you, and maybe it's a way for you to even practice like time management as well. But definitely, I know I've definitely used Khan Academy and Canvas. But yeah, let's see. Okay, and then so this slide is mainly geared towards like juniors, seniors, or students currently in their gap year. Um, Definitely now, since this summer is going to be maybe slightly longer, it might be a good idea to really like study for an exam that you need to take in order to apply to graduate school, professional school, whatever program that it is of your interest, and you want to create a timeline for the graduate or professional school that you want to apply to, and get ready for the standardized exam. Like this could be LSAT, MCAT, GRE, that OAT, like etc. Whatever the exams it might be, and usually these take definitely weeks, if not months, to study for. And now is probably a good time to do that, and you definitely want to have a study schedule that works for you. Um, and that is something that you can kind of look into building how you want to spend your day. Um, do you want to study every day for 8 hours, or do you want to break it off in sections where you get breaks? Whether if you want to self-study or take some sort of preparation course along with help from mentors, there's definitely companies like Khan Academy, the Princeton Review. There's many out there that do offer courses if you feel like self-studying isn't something that might work for you, but definitely consider it. I think so. I am actually registered to take the MCAT at the end of September, so at least I know I'll be studying for an exam this summer. If not, but yeah. And also, do remember that it's summer. Don't feel like you can't relax or rest a bit. It is totally allowed, and you definitely long deserve this vacation after a hard year of work. And there are several things that you can do. So things that you can do like include reading some books. I know like I usually don't have time to read any books of my interest aside from textbooks during the normal school year. Um, but now's like a good time if there's maybe just some books that you really want to get into, explore new hobbies. I know a lot of people have been getting into baking during the quarantine. Maybe there you want to do if you want to do that, you can totally go ahead and if there's anything else you want to explore, or you can start donate like old clothes or just old things, or if you want to completely renovate your room and you want to just sell or donate a bunch of those stuff that you've kept but never used for haven't used for a long time, or even try to learn new language. I know I've always wanted to find a time to learn American Sign Language. Maybe now's a good time. So yeah, and then this is just a quote on about how summer goes, and just some final tips that you want to plan your summer early if you can. So now as spring quarter is wrapping to end, what is it, week 8? So this could be a good time, to plan your summer early if you can. And there are a lot of opportunities to help you grow in your career during the summer. Um, Definitely try to create a balance between work and play. It is summer vacation, so don't feel like you have to continuously work and not even take a break. And definitely take your well-deserved rest. Okay. And then this is just since I do work as a career peer educator, just going to plug this here. Virtual career peer advising is available this quarter. Usually these are walk-ins at the career center, but since we had the quarantine and remote learning, we moved it online, but it's definitely still available. And for the most part, it's going to range from Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. You can use the following instructions. So you log into Handshake and you click events, and you search up for virtual career peer advising, and then you'll have a bunch of appointments pop up. These are with different career peer educators. And then if you're pre-health or pre-med students, you would look specifically for your pre-health career peer advisors. And then you just RSVP for a virtual drop-in appointment. It will be through Zooms, and then you'll get an email about it. So it's Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And then we work on things, general things we work on are resume critique, working on your cover letter, um, and preparing for your interview, or just looking for and applying to jobs, whatever tips we can give you. And sometimes we can even help you build your 4-year plan. Maybe now's a good time, to think about how you're planning to take whatever classes that you need to take for the rest of your undergrad years, or just talking about classes, whether or not you should take this quarter, next quarter. Oh, speaking of next quarter, I believe the registration dates for appointment times for fall 2020 just got posted. So if you haven't, I'll go check WebReg, check for what classes that you need to take, what classes you can take next quarter, and see what classes you want to first pass. And with that, thank you everyone for attending this workshop. And again, this workshop is presented to you by the Career Services Center and the Zone. I hope you enjoyed this presentation and perhaps it gave you some inspirations. as to what to do for your summer. Thank you again, and want everyone to stay safe. So let's see, I do have a question here in the chat. How does the drop-in appointment work? Is there a specific Zoom link that is posted, or do we have to sort of email beforehand? Yeah, so the drop-in appointment, you go, let me go back to that slide. So the drop-in appointment, you go on Handshake, you click on events, and you search for virtual career peer advising. And then you'll have a list of events that pop out. And each event is its own appointment time. And then you can RSVP for it, or you can register for the event. And then as soon as you register for the event, these are 30-minute increments. So you have appointments from 10 to 10:30, 10:30 to 11, 11 to 11:30, and depending on whatever slot you register for, you'll get a specific Zoom link for that time lot in your email. And then when the time comes, you just use that Zoom link that is emailed to you to access the virtual drop-in appointment, and then you'll have a career peer educator with you to help you with whatever you need. You're welcome, Alexandra. So Clara said, if I missed some of the presentation, is there somewhere I can go to look at these slides? Yes, I will share these slides on the Facebook event page afterwards, and Amy also have been recording this workshop, so Belushi will also be available to you. And is virtual career peer advising also available in the summer? I believe so. I believe so, just because I have been notified by my supervisor that there are summer opportunities for career peer advisors. So I'm thinking that they will keep part of it available during the summer. It might not be like entirely the same Monday to Friday, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But I assume that it is still available, and just because there are people taking summer classes, and summer is still, I guess, part of the academic school year, and also the advisors themselves will probably be available as well. So yeah, of course. Yeah, and then if anyone have any other questions, just feel free to shoot in the chat room. Or if you want to unmute, that's fine too.
Yeah, we can stick around until the last person logs out, if that's okay.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, and stay safe.
Okay. Well, that was a great presentation. Thank you so much for taking this on. You're very articulate.
I try to be organized, but it went a little quicker than I expected.
That's okay. It looks like Alex wants to be admitted again, so let's see.
Okay. Just connecting to audio.
Mhm. I really appreciated that you had a part on rest in your presentation, because I feel like with all this COVID stuff going on, there's a lot of pressure to be super productive. And yeah, it's still summer, like you said.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like I